Yeah, dude, that doesn't look good.
I know what you do.
What's that?
I'm going to cashnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Oh, nice save.
Saving the day is easy. With CashNet USA.
When you need money fast, be the hero. Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need now.
There's Newell on the slam. That's that old possession play. Have about 4 near turnovers. Yes. They get a flush at the end. Burn a timeout. Robinson up top to Allen. How do you want to see Georgia handle this better against that defensive look?
You got to have somebody occupying the free throw line at all times. And then on your passes, you must sometimes fake a pass to make a pass. See how high the wings are?
Demery. Free ball off the mark. That's a foul. Down low, that's going to go against Mitchell of Mizzou.
We talk about it was almost like Newell around the horn, back to Newell.
They will now give the foul to Josh Gray, who goes to the bench for Missouri. Again, Missouri, so much depth. Josh Gray has 2.
Wait a minute. This isn't slang, which gives me the most important news in a convenient manner and at a wonderful price? That's more like it.
The most important news at the best price. Sling lets you do that.
Flowers are wild and without boundaries.
I think I have an image problem.
And for these flowers to grow, something has to die.
Amen? Because you know, it's a garden club.
Grosse Pointe Garden Society. Check your local listings.
Here's a little tune about Texas. I've traveled from sea to shining sea, and there's no place I'd rather be than the Lone Star State, Texas, tried and true. It's the biggest of the lower 48, and there's lots of love in this big old state. Now I'll list a couple of them for you. We got the prettiest sunset you ever saw. Our flag is awesome and easy to draw, and the people are as friendly as can be. Yeah, we got two-stepping boots and jeans, Tex-Mex barbecue, chili, no beans, and we got ourselves a store called H-E-B. Since they opened up in 1905, they've been a part of Texans' lives, and they want to show their gratitude is sincere. So when you check out, scan your app, get ready to scream, shout, and clap, because you could win free groceries for the whole dang year. But they ain't just giving one away, they'll pick new winners for 120 days to say thank you, Texas, for 120 great years. We love you, Texas.
Rock, paper, scissors for who's on dinner duty?
Nice try.
I'll get it. Need some help? Easy weeknight dinners.
Kick it!
What was you about to do? I was going to touch your face, but maybe I shouldn't.
In the bigger games, he had 29 against Kansas, 26 against Ole Miss, 22 against Tennessee. That three-point differential right now, the difference in the game.
So is the turnovers, which have plagued Georgia all year long, and 3 here of late that have helped the way for this Missouri 7-0 run. And what a luxury it is to have Tamar Bates. 9 points. He's led the team in scoring 4 out of the last 6 games. But as you mentioned, they blow out Oklahoma the other night. He's not much of a scoring factor. They don't need him to be. So on any given night, there's 3 or 4 Missouri Tigers that can lead the way in scoring.
And I like this move because until Georgia gets better against the zone, why not stay in it?
Absolutely. So Georgia can dissect it a little bit better here.
See if they can get the ball into 10. Godfrey
for Mitchell. Warwick loads up the triple. That one down and out.
He can make those in bunches, 44% on the year. A guy who over his career has over 2,400 points.
Scoring machine before transferring over.
And he's a Henry Clay Blue Devil.
Yes.
I got to talk to him about that Wednesday because let's just say our graduation dates are a few years apart, but I went to Scott County, and he, of course, went, oh, I don't like them at all.
He played for Northern Kentucky and Darren Horn. Darren Horn, of course, spent some time in the SEC as the head coach at South Carolina.
Mixing the defenses in and out of zone, this time back in it.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You work so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Able to catalyze change around the world is so meaningful. To be able to represent the University of Georgia in this field of incredible universities throughout the Southeast, I'm finding it to be something I can be really proud of.
Coming up at half, 1 versus 2 in T-Town. Get you ready for that one. Also, Zakai Ziegler's second half, amazing. Aggies go hog hunting. What are you seeing in this one?
Georgia's defense, they are stunting the growth as far as scoring from Missouri. They got to continue to do that to get a victory.
Eminem, who are Caleb Grill's 6th Man of the Year competitors in the SEC?
Finish. I think that's a good one.
We just covered this, right?
Yeah, we would say Thomas Haupt, but he's now into the starting lineup
Yeah.
for Florida. I'm going to go with Aiden Holloway. I think what he gives Alabama off the bench is kind of special and unique.
Yeah, efficiency numbers really good too. It's not just the points. We talked about that with our big bench brawlers, or ballers rather, in the SEC. There's a lot of guys coming off the bench that have been very productive, but I'm with you. I think it's Grill's to lose at this point. I mean, you're talking about a guy who's second in the country in three-point percentage, number 1 in the SEC. He averages 13 points a game. So important to this Missouri squad. We've talked to Dennis Gates about why he comes off the bench. I mean, he can easily start the game, and very often he actually plays a lot more minutes than some of the starters do.
You know another guy in that argument?
Who's that?
Pettiford. And they're going to play each other today.
100% agree. A quick whistle.
It's almost like Luke Kane's going, wait a minute now. We've been banging each other for the first 16 minutes plus.
It's only the 4th team. Each team with 14 fouls. It's not due to a lack of physicality, that's for sure.
You're saying they're not playing softer?
They are not playing soft. What they are doing is letting them play, because it is definitely a physical contest here at Stegman Coliseum. Here is the aforementioned Grill over to Bates. Gray. Shot clock violation, just lack of awareness by Josh Gray that time.
Second one that Georgia's been able to induce. There's a couple of things that Georgia's done well. They've neutralized Mark Mitchell. He has not been a factor in this game. And the second thing, other than that 1-minute spurt where they had 2 turnovers that led to 5 points off turnovers, they've eliminated those kinds of mistakes.
The Mitchell box score to this point, 1 of 4, just 2 points. That's been beyond surprising, as well as he has played of late. Demery feeds the post inside Cerrillo, and Cerrillo coughed it up and then commits a foul.
This is Grill getting dirty, putting his Grill back into play. The ball goes into Cerrillo. Watch 31 in black with the swipe. And then a little clip in the back, if you will.
That's all ball for Caleb Grill. Again, I think very often when you see a guy like Caleb Grill who has such a pretty shot, and it is pretty, and you see the numbers, you think, well, maybe he's just a spot-up shooter, kind of a role player. That's not all in Caleb Grill's game is a lot more multifaceted than just that. That goes down for Missouri and Trent Pierce.
Pierce, who's been in a mini slump, has just 2 points in the last 3 Tiger games.
From Appalachian State. They don't get a whole lot of points out of Absent. He's in there mainly for defense. Big 7-foot, 300-pound frame gets a chance at 3 the hard way.
I thought Robinson got fouled on the first attempt, but Gray was inside position to mop up for the Tigers. Now this is an adventure with Gray, just 50% on the free ones.
Gray has stamped his SEC passport 3 different times. LSU, South Carolina, and now Missouri. The officials were saying 2 free throws. Did I miss something?
Yeah, it's just 1 shot, yeah.
They have fixed it. It is 1 free throw and 1 only.
After the way the game started, though, it makes me a little nervous.
I know, right? Now, you and I saw this before. Josh Gray has a hitch in his free throw attempt.
Yep.
This worked through it.
It's the Harlem Globetrotter trick with the string on the basketball.
So the second attempt. And that time it comes out clean and nothing but net.
I thought he did that all 3 times in the midweek game that we had. He made the extra one.
Every time he missed it.
And he found his rhythm.
The first one is just a warm-up, a breakfast ball, if you will. Tie game, 8 ties, 8 lead changes in this first half. Look at Grill, another steal, and draws another foul.
That pass is just not there. Absent makes an ill-advised pass into traffic. The idea was for a little Princeton backdoor cut, but it was covered.
And that is the 17th foul, so rare free throws upcoming for Caleb Grill, who shoots 79% on the year.
They said that since I worked full-time, I wouldn't be able to go to school. But with WGU, I was able to do my classes on my own time and take all my tests.
SEC Network, it all starts with number 15, Tennessee, hosting Ole Miss. That'll be in Knoxville at noon Eastern time. Grill tickles the twine on a pair, and Missouri has a 2-point lead with 2:05 to go. Will Georgia's turnovers do them in again? That has been what has propelled Missouri multiple times to runs in this first half.
5 Georgia turnovers, but 9 Tiger points off turnovers.
See if Georgia can settle down, get a good shot here. When in doubt, go to the freshman Newell. Newell, pass into the corner. Demery on a 3, missed it, but a foul against Missouri. Is that on the shot or away from the ball? I could not tell who they...
I think it's on the shot. I think this is going to be a 3-shot foul. Grill with the closeout at the wrong angle. You've heard me talk about this for the last month. It seems like defenders are always taking the wrong angle. They may take a look to see if this was a 3.
And we'll take another look at it as well. We are on the opposite side, a little bit shielded, could not see the contact from here.
There were reviews in reference to whether it was a 2-point attempt or a 3-point attempt.
But Mark, you and I talked about this all season long. The propensity of guys fouling 3-point shooters, you just don't need it.
Well, they called it a 3. And I don't think you're going to be able to overturn it off.
The call on the floor of a 3-point attempt for 5 White has been confirmed.
Yeah, he's clearly behind the line. That one's not even close.
And I wanted to give a shout out to Phoebe Burdett, who was one of our officials who kind of navigated me through the start that we had today.
And we needed that.
With the wrong starter in the lineup for Missouri, and we started this game with an administrative technical foul.
Yeah, it was 1-0 Georgia before a second came off the clock. It was almost like in a baseball game where you have a guy batting out of order. You rarely see it, but that's how this game started.
Demery, solid at the line, 83% on the year.
Last year named to the SEC All-Freshman team. That one barely drew iron.
You know what I really like about players, and I'm talking about Demery, in his last 2 games, he's averaged 4.5 rebounds. He's had 11 assists and 4 turnovers. So that's impacting the game in more ways than just scoring.
I'm going to give you something else to like about Demery. Checking out Georgia practice today, and their sports information director is one of the best in the business, Mike Mobley, told us that when he had the play, remember against Mississippi State, a chance to win the game late, he dribbled it off his foot. It was his only turnover of the game. A lot of players would have shied away from the post-game press conference. He told the SID, no, I'll wear it, I'll take the podium, and I'll address the questions. That's incredible maturity and leadership for just a sophomore. I know you wouldn't do that, Mark.
Never.
You would have ran and hid your
I
locker.
might have talked to them, but I would have blamed you somehow.
What else is new? Coming up on 90 seconds, Asa Newell, who grew up in Athens. Grandmother used to work for the University of Georgia. He basically used to go to daycare in the shadows of Stegman Coliseum, participated in all kinds of activities. He and his brother Jaden Newell also on the team. They would swim, they played piano, but basketball clearly the first love for Asa Newell.
Let's see if Mizzou goes 2 for 1.
Final 10 seconds of the half with Georgia up by a point. Grill off a curl, missed it. Rebound off the mark, and that's how the first half comes to a close. It was so loud in here you couldn't tell if a whistle was blown. 10 ties, 12 lead changes. What an entertaining first 20 minutes here at Stegman. The only thing that could possibly be more entertaining, the gang in studio.
Previous call and goal kicking at 41.3 is under further review.
Thank you, Mike Morgan and Mark Wise. We'll try to live up to that hype as we had with Hagler Hearns there in the first half.
Standing in the middle of the
12 different lead changes. We're having some fun. We'll get you updated of a crazy start to Auburn and Alabama in a couple of moments. But what are you seeing right there in Stegman?
I love Asa Newell coming out being aggressive. And I also love them giving him the opportunity to. A lot of times you can look at guys around the league. Colin Murray Boyles is one, but Asa Newell is another. They don't get the opportunities to go out and be aggressive. When you do get it, make something of it. He's doing that 5 of 5 today.
Yeah, I like the pace of this game to a point for the Georgia Bulldogs. I thought it started to get away a little bit in that first half. I think high 60s, low 70s benefits the Bulldogs a little bit more. For the Missouri Tigers, they did great getting out in transition. They had 9 points off of Georgia's 5 turnovers. We know that's been their Achilles heel. And then Missouri, on the other hand, I thought took a little too many threes.
offensive rebounds, 13 offensive rebounds.
You got to get that under control. Like you said, pay attention to the details if you want to get over that hump.
It reminds me exactly of what we saw between Vanderbilt and Tennessee earlier, that Vanderbilt in that first half necessarily wanted it. Tennessee, well, they wanted it a little bit more in the second half. Let's go ahead and show you highlights of that one. In Knoxville, 5th-ranked Tennessee. Of course, the Doors looking for a sweep against their in-state rival. See Mark Bryant, SEC.
The fact that this Reese's ad showed up at this exact moment proves that your devices are listening to your stomach.
So we're down 34-0. Winning will be tough. That's why I brought in the ease specialist.
Right. Geico makes car insurance easy. With the Geico app, you can check your policy on the go and get access to 24/7 claim support.
Let's make this easy!
You know, that felt a lot closer.
For car insurance made easy, get more with Geico.
These are my teeth. A few overlap.
Others are straight, crooked, and capped.
Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch.
No matter what kind of teeth, you gotta brush.
Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, gets in between. Going where regular brushes don't reach, so teeth get 100% better clean. These are my teeth, the key to my look.
And here's how I perfectly clean every nook.
Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
From Pixar comes an all-new original series.
Everyone is chasing the feeling of a win.
Hey, Lori, you're famous.
But if someone wins,
You're not funny.
somebody has to lose. What did I just do?
One story.
No matter what happens, you are all winners.
Told from 8 sides.
We'll make it work.
We always do.
Better not blow it.
Disney and Pixar's Win or Lose. Available February 19th only on Disney+.
When you know where something comes from, you know everything about it. When you discover Bull and Branch bedding, you uncover the most extraordinary feeling of comfort and care. We prioritize toxin-free organic cotton. We pay and treat people fairly, all in pursuit of the most natural softness possible. From the first touch of Bull and Branch bedding, you feel the difference. Experience the difference at bullandbranch.com.
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster.
This
This is star power from the jump. The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
Entertaining first half here at Segment Coliseum. The Georgia Bulldogs in need of an upset, leading it 41-38 as we welcome you back inside. He is Professor Mark Wise. I am Mike Morgan. The question becomes, Mark, with Missouri doing a lot of things right, winning the battle on the offensive glass, Caleb Grill heating up, how is Georgia leading in this game?
In league play, Georgia averages more than 13 turnovers per, only 5 in the first half.
And Georgia certainly providing the favor.
Mitchell gets both feet in the paint. That play's over. You must meet him with more physicality outside the paint.
So strong, so versatile.
Dudes, right now, Mike, I feel like coming out of the locker room, Missouri is getting their shots easier than Georgia's getting theirs.
Well, one thing about Missouri, seemingly every possession, they get a paint touch. Now, the shot doesn't always go off from the paint, but with that paint touch, sets up open shooters outside as well.
You and I had the game Wednesday night where Mark Mitchell went to the free throw line 18 times. That's the most by a Missouri player in over 10 seasons.
They had no answer for 25 in black. Georgia bottled them up well in the first half, but you do not want to see him ignite if you're a Georgia fan. Newell banging bodies with Mitchell down low. Godfrey takes it strong. No. Newell had the rebound. Contact. No call. Missouri clears it.
I just love look early, look opposite. That makes the defense rotate quicker than they want to.
And a foul on Missouri, but the highlight of the second half comes courtesy of Tamar.
It's the return of women's college hoops. Ready to run it back?
Are you kidding me?
With the game's brightest stars.
She is going to put on a show tonight.
Must-see matchups and off-the-charts hype.
This is what we came to see.
All season long on the networks of ESPN.
All right, trainees, let's say Glenn is a customer.
I'm a customer in this scenario.
What do we do?
Protect what's important to him.
And how do we do this?
We help with car, home,
Both.
RV coverage.
Great, apply coverages. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour.
Did Coach say 90?
Push him out there.
You've got this, Glenn.
Am I gonna feel this? I felt that.
Is he okay?
For savings and service, get...
For a limited time at Domino's, get the Dream Pizza Deal. Any pizza you want for just $9.99 online. Because any pizza with any crust and any toppings means you can order the pizza you've been dreaming of. All for the dream price of $9.99. The Dream Pizza Deal at Domino's.
So we're down 34-0. Winning will be tough. That's why I brought in the ease specialist.
Right. Geico makes car insurance easy. With the Geico app, you can check your policy on the go and get access to 24/7 claim support.
Yeah! Let's make this easy!
You know, that felt a lot closer.
For car insurance made easy, get more with Geico.
I got some.
It's the return of women's college hoops. With an off-the-charts hype. All season long on the networks of ESPN.
Points off turnovers.
It's the dawn of a new era in the SEC, and it's a whole new ballgame. We're bringing more to every practice, every pregame, every time we sing it, sling it, and swing it. Ask anybody, nobody brings it like we do in the SEC. More than ever, it just means more.
It's the return of women's college hoops. Ready to run it back?
Are you kidding me?
With the game's brightest stars.
She is going to put on a show tonight.
Must-see matchups and off-the-charts hype.
This is what we came to see.
All season long on the networks of ESPN.
So we're down 34-0. Winning will be tough. That's why I brought in the ease specialist.
Right. Geico makes car insurance easy. With the Geico app, you can check your policy on the go and get access to 24/7 claim support.
Let's make this easy.
You know, that felt a lot closer.
For car insurance made easy, get more with Geico.
It's the return of women's college hoops. With the game's brightest
Plenty of hoop knowledge and a whole lot of fun. College Game Day live from Columbia. Sunday at 11 a.m. on ESPN.
Crowd trying to rise the spirits of Georgia right now. The Bulldogs are on the wrong end of a 16-7 run by Missouri. It's now a 10-point lead. You see the importance of this game. You could say Missouri's playing with some house money, but if they pick up a road win here, a quad one win against the Georgia Bulldogs, they're in.
Lock. Forget about it. They're in.
Take the mystery out of it. Georgia's not in the same enviable situation. A game like this is uber important if they're going to get over the hump for the resume, and you consider what it looks like and what the Lenardi SEC bubble looks like. You've got Oklahoma, you got Texas. I think Vandy's in really good shape. They'll lock horns with Vandy here in the regular season finale. You and I will have that one.
Right.
And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, Arkansas is starting to pick up steam.
Oklahoma and Texas both play at home tonight. Oklahoma against LSU, Texas against Kentucky. I think that's a must-win for Oklahoma. They only have better offense, moving the ball from one side of the floor to the other, playing on the second side, third side. Mizzou just does not allow you to do a lot of that.
First Georgia points in 4.5 minutes.
Missouri just has so many guys that can beat you in the one-on-one world.
Yeah. Pick your poison. Kane, stop and pop. Got it. But you got to get some stops. Can't trade baskets here.
Right. But whether you're talking about Robinson or Mitchell or Perkins, these are guys that can all score one-on-one, which makes them a really difficult scout.
Perkins on Newell. Look at that. I mean, Perkins, Newell. Now, this might be a time to reiterate something we've been talking about to the nation for about a month now. This just in, Missouri's really good.
Yeah.
They're ranked 21. I don't know if there's 20 teams in college basketball better than Mizzou. I really don't. I go back to the point, where's the weakness, Mark Wiles?
Yeah.
What don't they do well?
They're not a legit throw it down there low, but they get points in the paint in a kind of unique way. And what did Mike White talk to us about playing Missouri, how unique they are in terms of what they do offensively and the way they attack you defensively?
Newell on the attack, can't get the mid-range. And Missouri just continues to put the pressure on. A rare miss that time. Tony Perkins off the iron. And Georgia will head the other way in a break zone here at Stegman. Newell tried to drop the hammer, instead hits the back rim. Numbers for Mizzou. Alley-oop to Caleb Grill, and Grill can't finish.
Yeah, rec league game has broke out.
Kane reach-in foul on Missouri. It'll be Georgia ball when we come back. 7:16 to go. Missouri up big.
Huge news. You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Hey neighbor, you switched to T-Mobile home internet yet?
Trim your hedge.
It's $35 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It runs on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network, so all you gotta do is plug in one cord.
T-Mobile 5G home internet, just $35 a month. And with Price Lock, we won't raise your rate on internet.
I did it.
Oh!
I switched to T-Mobile Home Internet, and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
My moderate to severe Crohn's disease
and my ulcerative colitis symptoms kept me
out of the picture. Now there's Sky Rizzy.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my symptoms means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Sky Rizzy. Sky Rizzy is proven to help deliver remission
and help visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ready to get back in the picture? Ask your gastroenterologist how to take control of your Crohn's or UC with Sky Rizzy.
Control is everything to me.
AbbVie could help you save.
It's the return of women's college hoops. With the game's brightest stars. Must-see matchups. And off-the-charts hype. All season long on the networks of ESPN.
Enjoys this big lead in the second half.
Pure domination over the last 7 minutes, outscoring Georgia 22-7. Most of the damage coming in the paint. Missouri's made 9 of 11. I'm going to give you one other stat that defines Missouri and tells you why people like you and I are so high on this team. They are on pace to be the first power conference team in 30 years to average 8 threes a game and 20 free throws a game. And sure enough, they've already hit 8 threes or 11 of 12 from the free throw line. That is really rare, but Missouri has that combination, and they've displayed easy path to the basket right down the runway for Mitchell.
Defensive breakdown for the Dogs. They haven't had many on Mitchell today, but that was one.
And a miss on the other end from Absent. Mitchell feeling it. Drive and kick to Grill. And Missouri will exhibit some patience here, up by 18 points on the road. Mitchell already hit one. Not that time. 6 and change if Georgia's going to try and wipe away an 18-point deficit.
They're one of the, in league play, Georgia only makes 5.8. That's 15th in the league. As a matter of fact, my record in league play.
So what you're telling me is shooting is important.
Shooting is important. Coaches will tell you what do you have to do to win. Defend and rebound. We got to defend and rebound. No, you don't. Stop. Stop trying to tell us that. You got to score. You got to make shots.
Just look at Alabama's path to the Final Four last year. They were not one of those leading Ken Pom defensive teams, but man, they could score on anybody, and they did score all the way to the Final Four.
And before my phone gets blown up,
and
yes, you do have to have a defensive presence. But I would argue that it's more important that you have a defense on a certain guy or on certain action, or that your scouting report is solid defensively. But in terms of being a lockdown defensive club, I think there's only maybe one in the league. That's probably Texas A&M because of the way they play.
Well, that's how the second half has gone. Grill fired up an air ball. The hardest play to rebound in basketball is the air ball. It wound up back to Missouri. Now, a foul was called, but the question is, did that happen before or after the shot clock expired? Time for a review.
Call on the floor is a foul on 14 White prior to the shot clock. That play is under review by rule.
With weight loss by Hims, customers report losing over 11 pounds in just their first month with compounded GLP-1 injections. Through Hims, you can get a personalized weight loss treatment plan 100% online, prescribed by a licensed provider and delivered to your door for as little as $165 a month. Find the plan that's right for you and start seeing real results sooner. Get started today at hims.com.
Experience an incredible selection of the latest equipment, apparel, footwear, and accessories, and a dedicated team of certified fitters and instruction professionals ready to help. Golf Galaxy has everything you need to start your season. Level up with the best new clubs from Callaway and Odyssey, up to
The Zoo has
The foul
15.
does occur before the shot clock expiring. 2 shots for Black 11.
But 15 Missouri points off those miscues. The 8 is a great number.
Right.
But the pick sixes you just can't live with.
It's got to be the most frustrating thing in the world for Mike White because he knows the importance of not turning it over. He coaches that.
Right.
But unfortunately, sometimes you're at the mercy of what happens in stressful situations for your players. And if you don't get clean point guard play, it's really tough to win in this league. On Monday, SEC Inside grants you an all-access pass to the Mississippi State basketball squad. You'll get a real behind-the-scenes look, 7 Eastern time, right here on the SEC Network. Of course, Chris Jans trying to make it 3 for 3. 3 years as the head coach in Stark Vegas, and potentially 3 NCAA tournaments. That has not been done in quite some time in Starkville.
Those two teams, Mississippi State and Ole Miss, who play in just a little bit today, kind of trending in opposite directions. State has lost 3 of their last 4. Ole Miss picked up 2 road wins a week ago, or in the last week, by a total of 6 points.
Coach Beard's squad peaking perhaps at the right time as Newell pulls the trigger. And Bates had it. Grill cleans it up. Missouri can bleed a little more clock here as we're under 5 minutes to go. Missouri trying to improve to 19-6 overall, 8-4 in SEC play. We'll get to that time of the year mark. We start thinking about who gets the bye and the double bye in the SEC tournament in Nashville. Missouri's going to be in the conversation there.
I'd like to make a point about that. I don't think the double bye this year will be as important to winning that tournament as it will be. You don't have to play 4 games in 4 days with the physicality of this league this particular year. I think that's the importance this year of the double bye, maybe more than it's ever been in this conference.
I'm with you. Pierce has it rejected by Absent. Late clock situation. Resistance, a straight line drive. On this end of the floor in the second half, Missouri scoring at an alarming level. Perkins, tough shot. Almost an offensive rebound. It will be Georgia ball when we come back. The final 3.5 minutes from Stegman.
So we're down 34-0. Winning will be tough. That's why I brought in the ease specialist.
Right. Geico makes car insurance easy. With the Geico app, you can check your policy on the go and get access to 24/7 claim support.
Let's make this easy.
You know, that felt a lot closer.
For car insurance made easy, get more with Geico.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now, I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking Rinvoq felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Peter Burns with a studio update. How about Shandy Johnson? Auburn up 6 on the road in T-Town. Big 3. He's got 12. Auburn on a 7-0 run to end the half. They're up 9 at the break. Back to Mike and Mark. Peter Burns, thank you so much. How about that? Auburn Road Warriors at Coleman Coliseum. That would be yet another statement win in a historical season full of them for Bruce Pearl and company. Chop it up. Chop it up, indeed we will. Damian Fishback, Ron Slade, Peter Burns, 13 points. Margin of victory for the Missouri Tigers. They get closer and closer to a 20-win season. What a turnaround from last year. Winless in conference play, and now their 8th victory of the season. Closing in, they're a 6th seed according to Joe Lunardi. It's only going to get better for Georgia. A lot of work to do. Fish, ultimately, tale of two halves. Georgia was up 3. What changed in the second?
Do we need to tell the AP voters to take a look at the Missouri Tigers a little bit more?
A little disrespect, you think, huh?
They lose 2 games in a row to 2 seeds. 1 2-possession game, Tennessee, the A&M Aggies, and they dropped 6 spots. Yeah. There are other losses. Yeah, Memphis early in the season where they're up at half. You go in and you knock off Florida, a neutral site, 1-possession game, I think, against Illinois. You didn't lose on the road to Texas, another team that's quote-unquote in the tournament. It's just ridiculous to me. But Missouri continues to prove, not only the voters, but everyone else, that